Hello, hello.
Hello, my friend. How you doing over there?
I am great. How are you doing?
Through the internet vibes here. I'm doing okay. I know I sound a little funny, battling a little thing going on, but not so bad. So excuse me if I cough today. I'll try to not cough too loud and mute myself so nobody
Don't
gets.
cough in my face.
I won't cough in your face. The good thing you're way over there.
I
Um,
do always say, though, that like if it was just the germs by itself, we'd
mm,
all be sick all the time,
mm,
And so, if we're getting sick, it doesn't just mean that we were in contact with something, but it
mm,
also means like somewhere in us,
mm,
we're out of balance. We're out of alignment with our true self,
mhm.
because that's what brings the immune system down and allows those things to get in there. And and it's hard to stay fully balanced all the time with the
Yes.
craziness of life out there.
Yes,
And
that's true.
so um yeah,
I
that's
I know what my out of balance was. I'll put it out there. My honey got sick last week. We took a drive up to see my aunt, and so it was a little tiring. And then he came home with it, and I slept next to it for a week until I succumbed to it. I stayed a week good, and then when you're doing everything, you're doing the shopping, you're cooking, making sure he's all right, giving him his stuff. The caretaker in me just
so then did he become
out
the caretaker after?
of, yeah, sort of. He
Kind
tries,
of, sort of. He
kind of,
tried.
sort of. He tries. He's still recovering. His takes a lot
Oh,
longer,
okay.
but you know
Yeah.
how it is. We
We'll cut
we
him some slack.
we get we get through it. It's all right. It's all right. We get through it. But I
Yes.
was really glad. I know we were talking about this earlier. I'm really glad I didn't sound like this on Sunday because Sunday was so awesome. Ah, talk about magic. Me, you,
Yeah.
and Drea created such magic. I am so grateful to have the opportunity to team up with the both
So
of you. You
for
want to talk?
for those that don't know, we had our Sacred Rose event on Sunday. Sunday? Sunday.
Mhm,
I was
mhm.
like, was it Saturday? Was it Sunday?
Yeah.
So uh anyway, so we did a rose tea ceremony. We had rose oil to anoint ourselves
Mm,
with roses. We had rose quartz hearts,
yeah.
um, just all kinds of rose support to
Yeah.
support our hearts, to bring us in a space of love and compassion and kindness, especially for ourselves. And
Mhm.
then the real magic happens with um, Drea, which we should have her on the show sometime.
Yeah, we
Um,
should. We should.
but so Drea does the sound alchemy. She has the gongs and the bowls and the
Mhm.
chimes and the monolinos and probably things that I don't even know.
Yes.
And then Doris brings her voice,
Mm,
which is so incredibly magical. Um, and
mm.
yeah, like I know that you were conscious of not being 100%,
Yeah.
but like I said, I don't think that anybody else in the room was aware of you not feeling 100%.
Yeah.
And my favorite part was that your mom got to witness this.
Yes.
And
Oh, so special.
and like I said, after it was done, she was like, I just wanted to sit up and watch. She's like, I had to open my eyes and look. She's like, I
Yeah.
couldn't believe that these two women were creating this. She's like, I thought it had to be a recording or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, this was live. And see how fabulous, amazing, wondrous your daughter is. She was like,
Mm.
oh,
Oh,
so, so it
thanks, Mom.
was, and you
Yeah.
know, it's it's something that just like you can't even put words to it. There are no words to adequately describe that experience.
Yeah.
And
No,
so I look forward to doing many of more of those with the two of you ladies. And
yes, we're gonna
um,
do it. We're
I
definitely.
loved our little moment because even from the get go, before we even did our first one, I was like, we are creating
Mhm,
something so extra
mhm,
magical here.
mhm.
And after the first one, I was like, this is turning into something big. And, and then like the whole week before this thing, like the downloads that were coming through, I'm like, this is
It's
there
deep.
is so much more coming from this.
Yes.
and and then to have the two of you come to me, you're like, this is gonna be big, and I'm like, thanks for catching up, ladies.
I know, it was so funny. You made us laugh. It was just so dry. It's like dry delivery. Well, thanks for catching up. I couldn't say this. I've only
I mean,
been.
it's been obvious to me since even before we started, so
No, I know.
you
I know.
know
Yeah,
yes,
it's
yes,
gonna
yes,
grow.
yes.
I'm excited. I'm excited. It is
I am
special.
excited too.
Super
And
special.
I'm going to say, because I am not settling for this being the top. I know that there is much more to come.
Look at you segueing. I love it.
Segueing
I love
into, why
Yeah.
do we settle?
Why do we settle? Oh my gosh.
Right?
I know. Hey, I've been settled. I've settled myself and I get it. This is a big topic. So many points on this one that, so just my mind is like, oh yeah, it's applicable so many places. I mean, why do we? Why is it everything's, I'm fine, it's fine. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this relationship. I'm okay with this job. Everything's kind of copacetic. It's peaceful. Let me not upset the apple cart and do something else that, oh, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen if I do that. It's scary. It's the unknown. I think I know that's why I've stayed a little bit stuck in things and waited it out, maybe longer than need be, but you know how it is. Divine timing's divine timing. Now I know.
There is a piece of that.
Yeah.
And um, I do really think that the the biggest portion of all of this is that we are all programmed to settle.
Mm,
From the moment we come out, like
mm,
we are taught to obey, to do what we're told, to
mhm,
go along with what everybody else is doing,
mhm.
to don't rock the boat. And um
That's true.
programmed, you know you get in a relationship, you get married, it's till death do you part.
Oh yeah.
And you know you don't hear so much of this anymore, but like I think like our parents' age, and when we were younger, and I know that there are people in our generation that like you go to college, you get out of college, you get your job, and then you stay
Yeah.
there until you retire.
Mhm.
And whether you like it or not, it doesn't matter. You just push through and do it because
Yep.
you got to pay the bills. And
Yep.
so there is that huge programming component of stay in your lane, do what you're supposed to do.
Yep.
But then the outside of that, yeah, there's so many. Fear is huge. Fear is absolutely huge.
Mhm.
Um, People pleasing.
Mhm.
Here's so we have someone chiming in, which I
Oh.
love. We are socialized to be small and accepting. We are also applauded for excess giving.
Ah,
Yes, so true, so true.
that's true.
Um,
And there you
and
go.
yeah, um, so yeah, fear, the socialization, the
Mhm.
people pleasing, like
Yeah.
make everybody else's needs matter more than my own, and so I got to do what makes everybody else happy.
Yep. Yep. I mean, I come from a fairly big family, and I think that we were programmed to be, adaptable, to be easygoing, to just do what the rest of us are doing, and don't be difficult. And so that programming started very young in my world. And I mean, I get it. My parents were trying to corral 4 kids, and you know and the dog, and so we were kind of made to toe the line. And I know a lot of people with structured upbringings may feel that same way. And into my adulthood, it's like, okay, I was thankful and grateful. I had a beautiful upbringing. I can't complain, but you do have the box that you're living in was created for you. And really, it's grateful can be a wonderful thing. And grateful is what I am, but it's like, I know other people have it worse. I should be okay with this lifestyle. I should reproduce this lifestyle. This is the lifestyle I know when I grew up. And I was thankful that they gave me a college opportunity because, hey, we were the first generations to go to college. So I was thankful for that, but the guidance, they didn't know. We got to explore a little bit and visit colleges. And then we were kind of set free a bit, but what did I know? But what they taught me and the way we lived in suburbia, so I was ready to just reproduce and stay in that bubble. And so, but I just always knew I want to move out of here. I want to go somewhere else. I want to do something else, and that's the scary part, that we have to take that little extra step to find out who we are. Not that we have to be like our mother, like our father, like our aunt, like our uncle, like our brother, like our sisters, those first relationships. So, I mean, I'm thankful I did. And I'm thankful I moved from New York to here. It's so funny because then my son, I raised him here, and he goes back to New York.
Oh, man. But that also brings up the idea of how can we ask for more if we don't even know what it is that we want?
Yeah.
And a lot of times I see that as one of the biggest problems that we have is not knowing what else is possible, because we've just come along doing the same thing, observing the same thing, and thinking that that's the only option that's out there.
Right.
And it's not. And I also feel that even those of us that know that we can shoot for something more, I think even that is limited by our experience. Like, I think there is so much more possible for us out there that is beyond anything we've ever seen. And so we need to fully allow our imagination to just go wild and think about one of the things that brings me to that space was watching the movie Avatar.
I love that movie.
Yeah, but how they even envisioned this other world that is so different than the world that we live in. That's the kind of space that we need to get into, to jump into what else is possible.
Yeah.
And that's another question I love to ask. What else is possible? When you're just, I'm fine, I'm okay, this is what it is. But to then ask yourself, what else is possible?
What else is possible? Yes. I mean, that is the big question. And I think about these things because right now it was funny because I was reading what we were going to talk about today, and I was at work, and I know I've mentioned I work for a university, and I'm staring out the window of my office, and this is one of those pieces of my life where I ask myself, well, I'm really comfortable here, but what if? What if I do something new, and let myself imagine a little bit about what that could be, and having the trust to say leave that job and go make money and do something else in my life, that's where I'm a little, it's uncomfortable. And then I start to think about, well, okay, what's the cost if I don't change, if I don't take a leap, if I don't try something new. But my big questions are, all right, if I leave, what if I fail? What if I don't make enough money? What if people judge me? What if I regret it and I don't have the nice comfort of that job and the paycheck and all the things? So, I think that you're right. The imagination and the kind of taking maybe a small leap instead of a big leap, I'm toying around with, which is what we're doing. So I'm thankful and grateful that you're there, and our community does that too. It's like instilling these little, just step outside your comfort zone, imagine what could be possible, imagine how this, right? So I'll talk about sacred rose ceremony and Sunday, how this could expand into something so wonderful. So I'm now, starting to envision these things and holding that vision to see what's to come. And maybe it doesn't have to be such an uncomfortable transition. I think that's the first step. I don't know. What about you? Do you have any areas in your life or something that you thought about changing?
Well, I kind of feel like I'm the queen of change.
Yeah.
And it was interesting because, right now I'm leading a 6-week online course that is all about recognizing like
Yes.
the the patterns, the programming, like, all the things that you're just doing because that's what you've been programmed to do. So I think recognizing is the first step in any of this. Um, and then going to, what is your truth? What is true for you? What feels authentic for you? And then stepping in your power to do that. But what's interesting for me is a woman that I know from high school is in this class. And yesterday we were talking about um like even back then, she was like, I recognize that you were the one that took risks, that took leaps, that didn't do just what everybody else was doing, that you would walk a different path. And so um I am so I do recognize like some of that is innate in
That's
me.
awesome.
And
Yeah.
you do see that in people that just walking their own way is a little bit more natural for them than the others. And that can be difficult too because people stare, people talk, people you know criticize, people judge, and you have to have tough skin to be able to do that.
Yes.
And I'm not going to say that it doesn't matter at all or it doesn't hurt at all. Like, you know I still have a heart. And so, if people are judging and saying shit, like, I still feel it, but luckily I'm in tune with myself enough. I honor myself enough to not let that stop me
Mhm.
from doing what I want to do.
Mhm.
And, even when people will try and tell me like what I want is impossible, um I don't listen to that either. Like, I definitely haven't figured it all out. I do see other things in my future. Um, they require a little bit of financing, maybe. So if there's anybody out there with financial abundance that wants to support my dreams, I'm here. Um, so, but I know that it's like I'm always evolving, and um so what's next, it's in the works. I'm not gonna give that all away. um but um but I see more, and I see something um that's going to light me up, but hopefully it's going to light humanity up too.
Yeah. It's your passions that's going to light humanity up too.
That is it too. And we were we were talking life path numbers again yesterday, and which then that triggered me to look at mine again. And every time I'm just like, yes, like I was born for this.
You were born for it. Yes, you were. You are the agent of change. And I
So
love that about you. It must be the one of the reasons I came to find you and you came to find me in this life. It's those friends that give you that little bit of, or those people in your life. Who are they that open up, the world to you and say it's okay because you see what they're doing? I think it's an important thing to have those people in your life. If you're not one of those people, right? Like I have you, and I have Matthew too. I mean, like you guys are the entrepreneurs. Even my brother, the entrepreneurs in my life. I give you so much credit. It's a brave, courageous thing, to just to do something on your own, create something on your own from the seed, right, the very beginning of it, and just put your heart and soul into it and make it happen. I mean, I saw you do this ministry. You made it happen, and it's an amazing thing. I was so impressed with that. And you don't stop yourself to want more. You don't, you go for the more. And I love that. And that's why you created this whole space for connection, because you want more connection, and we want more freedom, and we want more laughter, we want more joy, we want more creativity. I love that,
when you said something really important, is like the people around you,
Hmm.
because the people around you can so talk you into settling,
Oh,
or
yes, ma'am.
or they can encourage you to stop settling. And so, that's one thing, like it's hard to let people go from your life, but sometimes for you to get what you want,
Yep.
you have to let go of those people.
Yes.
And so I really invite those of you that are listening is examine the people around you,
Mhm.
and are they supporting you in going and getting it, or are they encouraging you to settle? And if they're only encouraging you to settle, like you got it good, why are you gonna like take a risk? Why, like, get rid of those people? And yeah, and this is the power of community. Like, I couldn't do this all by myself. And you know the people that I have around me, I mean, there's some doubters out there, but I I don't listen to them much. And so, I have curated the circle of people around me to be people that aren't going to limit me in my beliefs and my actions. And so, it- you know, if
Huge.
the crowd around you is convincing you to settle, kick them out. Purge them from your life. I'm sorry. And and sometimes it's family.
Yeah.
I've been very lucky to have a very supportive family my whole life.
Mhm.
Very, very lucky. And we got more comment here. I love the comments coming in.
Oh, what do we have? What
Um,
do we have?
yes, that is protecting your circle. Um,
Yes,
but
circle is right.
yes,
Thank you.
I I have been lucky that my family is very supportive of my insanity, and they enable my insanity. Um, but I know not everybody has that. And so, um, like you
Yeah.
can't unmom your mom, you can't undad your dad, you can't
No. Right.
unbrother, but you
Right.
can choose, you can choose how much you allow them into
Yeah.
your space, into your energy, and how much you allow them to influence you. And like if you're not getting what you need from your family, then you can also create your own pseudo family,
That's right.
people
You're,
around you that can be supportive. And sometimes too we've had friends for a really long time, and it's hard to move them out of your life. But if they're not supporting you in being the authentic best version of yourself,
Mm-hmm.
that relationship's not serving either of you.
Right. That's true.
So
I like that. You said a lot, and I want to go back to choose to bring these people around you that support you and support the best in you and encourage you. And I call them my spiritual family. I mean, our community, that's our spiritual family, because they get your spirit, they get who you are, they see who you are, and when we are in a family system, and I'm going back to the mothers, the brothers, the fathers, maybe, and the childhood, even friends, those beginning people, when they see you in a certain way and only in that certain way, well, they can't hold that vision of who you are, for you. You have to do it, right? So we have to start to envision who we are and then find those that support that vision. Sometimes you do have to limit your time, limit, like you say, the acceptance of what they have to say to you. Don't call that your truth if it's not. That's their truth, maybe, but it's not your truth. So what is it? How can you stand in your truth? So don't let it infiltrate. I think sometimes, especially women, we're praised for tolerating the situations that slowly drain us. It's like, all right, be that wife, just be quiet, settle in now. You signed up for this, and now you got kids. So where are you going? You got to raise these kids, you know? So I know I'm speaking from experience a little bit. And yeah, I got divorced. I knew I came together with the father of my children, my husband, for 23 years, but I knew when it had to end, it had to end. But we came together for a very important thing. That important thing was bringing those two kids in. So it's not like I haven't made a lot of changes in my life. I have. And it was scary and it was not supported, but it was one of the biggest moments in my life. I mean, I think I was like 46, 48 years old, where I had to stand up to my parents and say, guess what? I get to make the decisions about my life. It's my life. It's not your life. I know you're really scared for me. I know that, mom went through a divorce. I know that's scary for you and you had a really hard time and you don't want me to go through that. I get it. But guess what? I'm not. It's not you, right? It's like, I'm going to take this into a positive direction. I need to do this. We need to do this. We're going to be happier. We're going to be more loving. We're going to be more kind. We're going to raise kids better. And it did work out that way. It's like, but what a hard thing to do, to really, take control of your own life despite what other people in your family, especially that have known you for so long, think that it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea, out of what? Out of fear. So
yeah, I also want to put out there, like, to people listening to this, like, check yourself too. Like, are you the person that tries to talk your friend out of things and settle? Like,
yeah,
there's an opportunity too for you to stretch yourself and
yeah.
be supportive of the people around you that
Mm-hmm.
want to go for something more.
Mm-hmm.
And because the people making those choices, it's easier when you got cheerleaders.
Yes.
When you're resisting everybody around you telling you no, 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 don't do that, don't, it's scary,
Yeah.
that'll never work, don't, like, check yourself and be their cheerleader and be their support. And you know what? They may succeed and they may fail, and it's okay if they fail.
Mm.
Like, to not this was a hard thing for me to learn as well. And sometimes I look back at, like, wow, where might I have been if I had tried the things that felt a little too scary, that, like, I wasn't sure, I wasn't confident that I could succeed. So
Mm.
even though I wanted to try it, I didn't, because I didn't have that confidence that I could succeed. And the truth is, we learn
Mm-hmm.
so much from our
Yep.
failures. There is so much value in failure. And so,
Oh,
so try,
absolutely.
and maybe you'll succeed and maybe you won't. And either way, it's awesome. Like,
Yes. Yes.
go out there and, what's that thing, like shoot for the moon and you might not get there, but you'll still get to the stars. Like,
Yes. Yes.
so, um, so
I love
yeah, it's,
that.
like, it's one thing, like if you're, you know, let's say you have some insider information about some, a job that your friend is going to take, and it's like,
Mhm.
that place is like a bad place, and
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
share that.
Heads up.
But if you're
Yeah.
just stopping someone because it's scary, it's uncertain, it's whatever, like, stop, stop, stopping people. Like, just
Stop stopping. That's right.
stop stopping people. Yes, like, encourage them and be supportive, and
Mhm.
you know, and even if they fail, like, then be a shoulder for them to cry on afterwards. But
Right.
at least they tried.
That's right.
And
And if you need a cheerleader, we're here. We can be the cheerleaders you need.
rah, rah, rah.
And I just want to back up to the, the failures. Failures are such good teachers, truly. I mean, if we call it a failure and nothing else, we've missed the mark, man. I mean, come on. And to me, there's no mistakes. There's only lessons. It's not a mistake. If you second guess yourself because you're going to make a mistake every little step of the way, you surely will. Okay, you're going to live in mistake land. Why? No, it's a lesson. Life is not supposed to go perfectly smoothly. You're supposed to learn about yourself along the way. So if something doesn't work out, how do you know unless you live it? Okay, now I understand that that's not for me. I'm going to go this way because I've been there, done that. Right? Don't you want to say that? Don't you want to have experiences that are going to, define? I could say define who you are because you really are learning about yourself. It's giving you a little bit of a definition. And how fluid is that, though? The older you get, the more fluid you get. So,
When they say, like, when they interview people at their end of their life, like, they don't regret any of the things that they did do. They regretted the things that they didn't do.
exactly. Exactly. I think that's why the bucket list came out. That's what it started. But no, there's so many options. It's just limiting yourself, and like you say, you're limiting beliefs, limiting yourself at all. It is not a life worth living. It's like, that reminds me of something. I don't know if it was a meme or something I saw years ago. It's like when knocking on the pearly gates, how we used to talk about it. You want to like slide in bumps and bruised and all that, not like, I survived this whole life without a scratch. No, you want to live. You want to live your life with little scrapes and bumps and bruises and have fun and enjoy it. Enjoy the whole thing. Look back and say, wow, what a life worth living. I love that.
Woohoo!
All right. Any more, my dear?
Did we miss anything that we wanted to talk about?
I'm feeling good about it.
I feel like we covered all of our points. So,
all right. Anyone out there in listening land that want to add anything?
But I do like, it's just, I want to challenge people out there, like, examine, where are you settling? And, just pick one thing and start taking baby steps towards getting what you deserve. Like, you don't have to earn this stuff by, you know that's one of the biggest pieces of programming, is like, to have more, you have to do more, you have to give more. And like, no, you're worthy of all of it just because you exist. And so just
Yes.
pick one of those things out there where
Yes.
you recognize that you're settling, and just take one step forward in the direction. Um,
Yeah.
I enjoyed this topic. It is so needed. I'm going to pull it up.
Oh, good.
Some,
Sometimes.
yeah, sometimes we feel like we have to opt out to outweigh the fear before we begin, but
Mm.
that's not the answer. So thank you for sharing it. So, yeah, thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
And
Thank
yeah,
you.
like if we wait for the fear to go away, we'll
Uh,
be, we'll be waiting forever. Like the fear, I don't know that it ever goes away, but what I do
yeah.
know from my own experience is, seeing the fear and doing it anyway.
Right. In the face of it.
Like
That's
when
right.
you get on the other side of doing it once, then the next time it's easier. And then the next time
Mm.
after that, it's easier.
It is.
And there was, I went through a transformational training program years ago, and they would give us stretches that we had to do,
Ah,
push
yeah.
us to do something that was a little uncomfortable. And like at the beginning, it was like a little annoying. And but then it was like almost like for a little while, I was like addicted to stretching myself. Like, what else can I do that feels uncomfortable? I was like
Yeah.
constant, like if I saw discomfort somewhere, I'm like, sign me up. I'm doing it. Let's go. And because there's that little bit of the high on the other side
Yeah.
of
For
stretching
sure.
past your fear. And
Yep.
um yeah, but
I love
you
that.
have to break the seal and just do it. And so
That's it.
um please, and like if you have fear, come, I'll hold your hand. I'll help you go there.
Yeah. I agree. I think it's, and I have to say, in the past few years, I've made this pact with my daughter to kind of conquer our fears about adventure and doing things, right? So our birthdays come around and we're constantly, just like you said, it's like we're stretching ourselves, but trying to do something we've never done before. So, whatever, 5 years ago, it was skydiving, then it was hang gliding. And then it's, I mean, we went on jet skis, which kind of was pared down from, we ran out of things to do. It's like, okay, what are we doing? What kind of daredevil thing can we do now?
It doesn't have to be like an extreme
But
sport. There's so many other ways of
yeah,
stretching
I was just
yourself,
gonna,
and
yes,
and
go to, right. That's what I was going to say
well,
next. Go to a course, go to learn something, go into a group or an activity you never did before. Like, I don't know, chakra balancing next Thursday night.
yes. Um, yeah. Although that's not, it's interesting to me because I do, that you're saying that. It's like, yeah, I do recognize that coming to some of our stuff can be a little bit scary.
Yeah.
And one thing I can say for certain is that I've never had anybody on the other side say to me, I wish I hadn't done that.
Oh, yeah, no, right.
No
Yeah.
cacao ceremony has ended with somebody running out the door going, what the hell was I thinking? I am never coming back here again.
No,
Like
no.
our retreats, we have our 4-day retreat coming up in March, and I get it. Committing to hanging out with these two crazy ladies for 4 days, that could be a little scary.
Hey.
But but what I do know is, how many of the women coming to our retreats are repeat offenders. Like come
Yes.
to one and like, yeah,
Cook.
it can be a little scary. Like who else is going to be there?
Yeah.
What is going to happen? All
Yeah.
of that. Um, but push push through
Yeah.
that comfort zone a little bit, and you'll be amazed at what's on the other side.
I agree.
So
Expand. Let's expand together. Well, thank you for this conversation, my friend.
oh, it's always a pleasure hanging out and talking with you.
Ah,
And
we're going to come up with something maybe soon. We're going to plan more.
yes, yes, yes. Always planning, creating, designing. It's what we do.
That's it. That's it.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thanks for the new listeners that we had today.
Yes.
Oh, and
Thank
Pam,
you.
Pam was like, I have no internet, but she found her way to us. I had an adventurous walk into a room and not knowing anyone, but you all are like-minded. Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Pam. We always love to have you. Yay.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
until next week, everybody, I will wish you a magical day.
Have a